As to me, I am Dr. Ajay Kumar Patra, former Emeritus Professor of Zoology, Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, India. Household economics. Today, the Earth's economy is under devastation because of novel coronavirus COVID-19 panic. The world of industry is silent. The agricultural production has faced debacle. Education gets locked. Marine fish catching as well as freshwater are by considerable amount disturbed. Men and women, children and old ones are restricted within the four walls of the house. Everything is under lock and key. The shadow of the terrible death has enveloped the whole earth. The tool of the death has become dominant, whereas the value of life has become recessive. The novel coronavirus has plundered the peace of life, dismissed the pleasure of the heart. Today, the people of the earth have become uniqueness to fight against novel COVID-19. The deadliest novel coronavirus within a short period of time has spread its full features and textures in 210 nations of the world. The scientists, doctors, and pharmacologists are burning the midnight oil to invent a new vaccine against human coronavirus 19. Hot discussion and debates are in full swing in the media. There is a ray of hope in the sky of the earth. Soon we hope, the sure remedies against human coronavirus 19 will be within reach of everybody. Also, we do expect novel COVID-19 will soon take goodbyes from the earth. Indeed, it will vanish altogether, but our financial condition will be in the fullest sense precarious beyond repair. How to make good of it? If we don't think beforehand, it's for sure and without doubt the things may get out of hand. In this context, right from now, every citizen of Odisha, of India and of the world ought to be cautious. It's the human nature, especially the Indians. No, not I why. For every little thing they rely on government. They do wish that government should provide them all absence of difficulties, support them all financial helps. They further take for granted that it is the sole duty and responsibility of the government to look after them, fulfill their every demand and make them content. Is it proper? Is it justified? If you ask my unproven belief, I must say it is a cowardly act, sheer lack of bravery. Every one of us must act like a gallant knight, fight like a brave warrior. Then only the deadliest novel coronavirus will face sure defeat, and with our combined and earnest attempt, our financial setback for sure will be recovered soon. Here I am postulating some of my own science of methods and procedures as follows. Number 1, the garden economy. Irrespective of the poor, middle class and rich people, all must make use of the garden lands adjacent to their houses or residences. They must plant trees, cultivate vegetables and reap those resources. By this, you can partially provide sustenance for your family as well as other families. It is certainly a good step to keep ourselves and the members of your family engaged in garden activities. By these, you can keep yourselves healthy and members of your family healthy as well. Every inch of your garden land you must make good use of cultivation or planting trees. The soil erosion will be slowing of motion and water holding capacity of the garden soil will be enhanced. Working in the house garden will make you hale and hearty, help you to inhale more and more oxygen. The plants around the house, the vegetables on the land will keep the environment cool, will provide enough shadow. In the top of the summer, the house keeps cool, and in winter, the warmth. The house surroundings will remain free from germs as well as viruses. Plantation of medicinal plants as well as flowering plants around the house will add beauty to the surroundings, also provide medicines for curing simple diseases of varied kinds. The cultivation of mushroom in house garden is a simple process as well as a good source of money earned. It's a highly edible fungus with a stem and domed cap noted for its rapid growth. Beekeeping is another well-earned cultivation at home. Short-term training and personal experiences for sure will make you fully fledged, knowledgeable second line of entrepreneur. Roof economy. Nowadays, it has become a fashionable practice to make use of roof for cultivating herbs and shrubs of economic importance. The other vegetables along with leafy vegetables like brinjals, lady's finger, tomato, red capsicum, chill, etc. and grafting of shooting plants can be easily cultivated using rainwater resources. The plantation may keep the roof cool and help to reap resources for maintaining your own family and others. River, canal and pond economies. Monsoon season in India is a few days ahead. It's right time to implement the Blue Revolution in full swing. It is the best scheme for achieving financial uplift as follows. Our nation is equipped with vast land of water body. Why not we use it judiciously, also economically? Monsoon season is the breeding season of all kinds of fishes, which begin from the 15th of May up to the 15th of September in every calendar year. During these 4 months, the fishes lay fertile eggs. Eggs grow into spawns, from spawns to fry, and from fry to fingerlings. For example, one gravid female fish, that is major carp, in one breeding season lays about 2 lakhs of fertile eggs. That means 2 lakhs of fry will be produced in the water. Upon growth, they will become 2 lakhs of major carps in water body. If we kill one pair of mature male and female fish, we will lose 2 lakhs of fishes instead of only 2. Thus, fishermen must keep themselves away from fishing. Our government has banned fishing during this breeding season. We must obey it. Thus, lots of fish will be available in our water body, and the poor people must get opportunities to have fish at their doors. The feasibility of Blue Revolution is well founded at state and central fishery research centers. The technique of induced breeding, that is artificial fish breeding, imparts a simple methodology. One can learn easily by undergoing 1 month training. It is one of the best commercial business of the world. It requires very less capital investment. Instead, offers huge financial benefits. It solves in no time unemployed problem. Everyone can practice this highly alluring technology in their house, ponds, garden tanks, canals and rivers. If one can sincerely work with only 2 or 3 manpower, he or she can earn at the least rupees 3 to 4 lakhs per season. The country farmers used to avail fry either from state fishery or central fishery research centers, and release them in their respective ponds and enjoy the fishery resources at large. Every year at the research centers, lakhs of fish fry are found as extra stocks, and those fry cannot be released in quantities in every water body like lakes, creeks, rivers, farms, rivulets, so that people of all kinds can avail these fishes at large. The poor people especially will be much more benefited, and protein deficiency in their bodies due to lack of healthy food will be solved. Further, the fish stocks in the fish markets will be more, and as such, the price per kilogram will come down. Every aspect of fish, such as hatchlings, fry, fingerlings, young fish, adult fish, dried fish, fish food, has got worth its weight in gold. Forest economy. Usually, we put heavy pressure on the forests of the larger kind for household articles. For the survival of the earth, it needs at least 30% of forest coverage. Alas, it had come down to 11% 30 years before, but because of human cry, human awareness, it has now developed to 19%, which is quite insufficient for the earth to survive. Thus, in order to lessen the undue pressure on large forests, it's mandatory to develop small forests with the help of local people, frequently in different zones, to fulfill the local demands. The illegal entry of the people into large forests will be checked into a greater extent. Small wild fruits of appetizing flavor like jujube, berry, plum, etc. are available in the small forests. These fruiting herbs and shrubs need to be reared, need to be recovered. These provide enough protein to the local poor people. The fast growing plants like acacia and eucalyptus must be cultivated on the barren lands to restore the soil, also provide fuel woods and timbers. We must aim at polyculture theory of forest development rather than monoculture theory. It gives us trees of varied kinds like mango, guava, palm, jackfruit, date palm, etc. These fruits will be sublimate the protein deficiency of the poor local people. On the whole, we, the people of India, must try to avoid government aid, must not try to depend on others, must not beg like a beggar with alms beg. Rather, prefer to stand on our own feet, create our own resources, collect our own livelihood from our house gardens and its nearby surroundings. Then and then we can proudly say we are men, a man out of all creations. Joy Hind.